If you are about to start Invisalign or you're interested in getting Invisalign, then stick around for this video because I am in week 3 of having my Invisalign liners and I have them in right now. So I thought this would be an interesting video to film and see if I can talk. But I was gonna share with you my experience, what it was like getting the Invisaligners, what it was like for the first 3 weeks, and tips that I think will help you, and I'll tell you about my routine. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Jamie. I'm a registered nurse, and I started this channel as a way to support my nursing students, but also to support just growth and life in general. So I sort of document all of the things that I'm doing for self-improvement and personal growth, which Invisalign is one of those things. So I'm about to be 50 and I noticed that my teeth were just getting more and more spaced out along the side, on the bottom and the top. And like food was always getting stuck in them. I had to constantly have dental floss with me everywhere I went. And then the front teeth were starting to get kind of a noticeable gap. And I just thought, why not go and look into Invisalign? How am I talking? I don't know, I notice it. If you don't, please let me know, like you sound fine. But so it is what my journey with Invisalign was. I went to my dentist for my annual checkup, or my every 6-month checkup, and I inquired about Invisalign, and my dentist sounded very disinterested almost in it. Like I didn't have like a good feeling about it, and I was a little like, oh, okay, well, I don't know if I feel like going through this big process with a provider who didn't seem jazzed about it. So then one of my friends has Invisalign and she told me about her orthodontist, and then I started looking up YouTube videos on Invisalign myself, and a lot of the videos that I saw said that the experience from the people who went to an orthodontist over a dentist was significantly different, because the dentist is just interested in giving you an aesthetically pleasing, straight looking teeth, whereas the orthodontist will correct your bite and the alignment of your teeth. And so I was like, okay, I'll try the orthodontist. So I made an appointment, I went in, and they just treated me like royalty. And it was really funny because an orthodontist, of course, is taking care of many children. So the office is just kid themed. I think I got put into like a drawing for a gaming set, and I got buttons and stickers and lanyards, and it was pretty fun actually. But when I got in there, all of the staff was so friendly. They first put me with a consultation caregiver who took down all my information. She took a scan of my mouth. They didn't use impressions, those big plaster things that you have to put in your mouth. They don't use them at this orthodontist office. They had a photo scanner. So she took photos of my mouth inside and out. I can plug in a picture of it right here. And then based on that, they were gonna send those scans to Invisalign, and then Invisalign makes your entire treatment plan off of those scans. So it seemed so high tech and really innovative, and I was getting very excited about having Invisalign. The scan also, when the orthodontist came in the room, he went over the plan based upon the scan that he was looking at, what I could expect, and then they were able to even generate an image of the progress and like a preliminary end result, which was fun to see. And it's fun to just look at that when I'm maybe having a tough time with the adjustments I have had to make, because then I can see like, oh no, this is gonna be worth it. So after that first initial appointment, it took 3 weeks for my Invisalign liners to come in. And let me show you what it looks like. So they just gave me a big box, and I have 2 of these. And it has 24 weeks of Invisalign liners. I change mine every week. which is so nice because honestly, the Invisaligners do get a little like, I feel like they just don't feel all that fresh no matter how much you brush them and soak them. And so the fact that you get to change it every week is nice. But in here you just get packages of liners and they're numbered, so there's no guesswork. You just put 1 in on week 1, 2 in on week 2, 3 in on week 3. And I change them every Tuesday, and so that is how it goes. And I have the whole treatment really. So on that first appointment, it took about an hour, and I think it really varies depending on the misalignment of your teeth, on what they have to do. Because I've heard some patients have to have a little bit of teeth shaving. I did not have to have that. I did have braces before when I was young. And then they have to put on these little buttons. I'm gonna scoot forward so that I can show them you. Okay. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like along the side and they're glued onto my teeth. And they're clear, like tooth colored, but they're little like cement bumps. And that is what the Invisalign liners sort of grasp onto. And they're put in different positions based on how the orthodontist wants your teeth to move. So once all of the little buttons were placed on my teeth, the orthodontist placed the liners and helped me sort of push them up and down. And then they provided these little chewy, rubbery devices that you have to bite on. And you really have to bite on it every time that you put your liners in because you need the liners to be sitting properly on your teeth. And so this really helps to do that. They also gave me one of these that had a hook on it, and I keep that one at work. And you need to get Invisalign removal devices. And I would have them ordered and at your house before you even start Invisalign because it's really hard to get them out. I have a little clip here to show you of what it is like to take them in and out. But if I didn't have this little hook here, I don't think I would be able to get them out. As you guys know from my channel, I am a nurse. I can't have long nails, and so I can't get them out with my fingernails. So I am gonna start with saying that the first week was very challenging with Invisalign. I'm gonna give you a total spoiler alert. The first week was the worst week and it's been fine ever since. So rest assured, if you're looking at this, like how am I gonna get through Invisalign? It gets 100% better. But that first week was a lot of pain. And it wasn't painful when they were in. If they were just in my mouth, they were not painful. But when I went to take them out, or when I went to put them back in, not only was I not very skilled at getting them in and out, so I would kind of like, I would be trying to unhook the lower one and I would hit the top tooth and the pain was so uncomfortable for me. And I was just like, how am I gonna do this for, 18 months or a year or whatever it is that I have to do? And so that was actually quite discouraging because also you need to wear your Invisalign liners for 22 hours a day. You can read various literature that says 20 to 22, but like the more you can wear them, the better. I wanted to wear them as much as possible, and then taking them in and out to eat was so unbearable that I didn't want to take them in and out. So then I would wait, and then I would get so hungry, and then I would almost like overeat because I don't know when I'm gonna be brave enough to take these out again. I know it sounds so dramatic, but it's true. I'll get into a few of the other challenges for week 1, but that was discouraging because I was worried that that's how it was gonna be, and it wasn't. When I put in the week 2 trays, nothing. Week 3 trays, nothing. I mean, the slightest bit of discomfort, but not really. So don't lose hope if you're in week 1, like how am I gonna manage this? But okay, So other challenges of week 1 was the eating. Like I said, I want to keep my trays in. Invisalign makes it so that your, at least my routine was completely thrown off, because I like to get up early in the morning and sit and drink coffee for like an hour before I have to do anything at all. And you can't leave your trays out for that long, and you can't drink coffee with Invisalign in. Funny story, I actually tried to eat like a piece of chocolate, and I just thought, well, if I just like suck on the piece of chocolate, maybe it'll be fine. It was so funny. The entire Invisalign up and bottom was completely brown with chocolate. So no, you can't drink anything colored or eat anything at all with your Invisalign liners in. And so that just messed up my morning routine of like relaxing and drinking coffee. I actually have adjusted my routine, and I'll tell you about that in just a sec. What else was hard? Oh, I am a professor, I am a teacher, and I got these Invisalign liners on the first week of spring semester. And when I'm still talking kind of funny, as you can see, but I was talking even worse because I have a big like bite plate underneath my front teeth because I had a severe deep bite, overbite. And so my tongue just has no room in my mouth. But I also was spitting onto the people in the first row. I saw my spit going on their books, and I was like, you guys have to move. So no one's in the front row in my classroom at the moment, which is kind of amusing. All right, so then moving on to week 2. In week 2, when I put in the new trays on Tuesday night, I had read that you should put in your new trays before you go to bed, take some over-the-counter pain medicine like Tylenol, and that you'll adjust to it by the morning. And I was so worried that the pain was going to keep me up at night, that I was going to go through that same terrible pain with taking the Invisaligners in and out in the next day, and I had none of that. And I was so relieved. And then even moving on to week 3, I don't have any pain at all. So I think that's amazing, and that is something that you definitely need to know so that you can also, have hope in that first week. So now my routine, I have adjusted it because it was really difficult to adjust to taking them in and out, and how to eat and when to eat and how to keep your Invisaligners in for 22 hours a day. So now, since I told you I like to be very lazy in the morning, I take them out for an hour in the morning. And then I take them out for maybe 30 minutes for lunch and dinner, which is fine. That's my routine. You're gonna have to figure out your own. If you're more of like a sit around the table with family dinner person, you might wanna do your hour at, the nighttime. And then I've gotten much, much better at popping them in and out really quick, and then going in with my little flossers, brushing and putting them back in. So I can even do like a quick 10-minute snack in between classes, because I definitely need to eat in between classes. And it's been working out just fine. So yes, it was an adjustment. I felt a little bit depressed in week 1, but I'm moving right along, and I'm really excited to be doing this for myself, and it's going to be a good investment. If you liked this video and you are also going through an Invisalign journey and want to see my progress, let me know if you want me to make more videos on this topic in the comments. I can do check-ins, at 3 months, after my first appointment in 3 months, and after my appointment 3 months after that. So let me know how your Invisalign journey is going, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, look at how amazing technology is now. This will be me in like 8 months.